Thank you all for coming out this morning for the ribbon cutting of Oak Island Park. I see lots of familiar faces here and lots of new faces that I've met over the last year working on the playground plans. It's been a great project from beginning to end, and I hope everybody's happy here and seeing the end results. I'm going to try to nail down all this paper in front of me, so hopefully it doesn't go flying away. So thanks for coming out on this chilly morning. I hope that everybody has helped themselves to some refreshments. Kelly's has donated the clam chowder, and Twist and Shake has donated the hot chocolate, and we've got coffee here as well, so, and water. Look at the little cutie, so cute. All right, so my name is Elle Baker. For those of you that haven't met me, I work for Revere on the Move, which is a partnership between Mass General Hospital and the city of Revere. We work on active living and healthy eating initiatives throughout the city with different neighborhood groups. So I pretty much get to do all the fun stuff that keeps people moving. So it's a great job, and I'm lucky to have it. We have a number of elected officials here that I just want to recognize for coming out today. Thank you for coming. Bob Hass, Councilor at Large and our former mayor. Arthur Guanasso, Ward 3, Councilor. Joanne McKenna, Ward 1, Councilor. Dan McGuire, School Committee. John Powers, Ward 5, right here, our ward councilor. Our state representative, Rosalie Vincent. Stephen Morabito, Councilor at Large. Ira Novoselsky, Councilor Ward 3. 2, I'm sorry. Sorry about that. He's not allowed in Ward 3. And thank you to the Speaker's office for sending a representative, Sophia Forgione. Thank you for coming today, Sophia. So thanks everyone for coming, especially all the neighbors that have done all this hard work. Thank you to Mayor Arrigo for your support, and for Ward 5 Councilor John Powers, and to the resident of Oak Island Park who took the time to participate in this process from the beginning, which goes back almost 2 years now when we started initial discussions over here at the Jack Satter House. Thank you to the Jack Satter House for always offering the space for us to have our community meetings. And to the project team, we have Mike Kessman here, who's our city engineer. Thank you for all your attention to detail and for drawing the plans for this park and really helping us make this happen. He's always the man behind the scenes, so I really had to beg him to come out today. So thanks for being here. Paul Argenzio, the former DPW, he's here at every single thing all the time. Set up the event, do the parks, the whole thing. So thank you for everything you do. And also to Richie, who is probably next to you somewhere. Thank you so much. Mike Hinojosa, Director of Parks and Rec. And Charlie DeFrida, who, is he here today? Not yet. He's a new addition to Parks and Rec, and he's been a great asset to this team as well. Though these are the core members, there are so many contributors from across the city that there are too many to really mention, but thank you to everybody. Collectively, we can always share a vision, but without the funding, these projects are really unattainable. So I need to give a shout out to our funding sources, which is the Park Grant, which is the Massachusetts Parkland Acquisitions and Renovations for Communities program. So without that core money, we wouldn't have been able to make this park happen. So that actual grant is facilitated through the Executive Office of Energy and Environmental Affairs. And we've been very lucky that we've been able to secure this grant through the help of Frank Stringy in Community Development and Planning through the city, also a core member of the team. So a lot of credits due there for being able to secure these grants. Community Development Block Grant was also a very large funder for this project. And what they do is they assign projects to help build economies and develop neighborhoods. The City of Revere, for their portion of funding as well, we needed a little bit more to get everything that we wanted into this park, so I really thank you for all your support with that, so that we were able to actually get the park that we drew. So that was really a big deal. So thank you for that, and thank you to all the councilors for getting on board with that as well. To Revere on the Move, and Revere Cares Coalition partnership with Mass General Hospital for their contributions as well. So it's really been a collaboration across the board with many state and municipal agencies to make this happen. The contractors that made this happen, Green Acres Landscaping and Construction out of Lakeville, Massachusetts, Altiplay Parks and Rec, were excellent to work with every time, offering great leadership on the community builds. For Sophus Tech for making these great hats. If you're lucky, you might win one today. And for in-kind donations, I need to point out Mike Zachariah from Action. Thank you so much for everything that you do. You always show up with a crew. They're the hardest working people, and they never say no to anything. Whatever you need, we'll do it. So thank you for that real can-do attitude and for always being there to support the city. Volunteers from Local Carpenters 218 for showing up to help us out. To all the elected officials that came down on Bill Day and the police department, to each and every resident in this community who came out and spent their Friday and Saturday here despite the rain and the cold and the wind. They didn't give up, they stayed, and we even finished a day early, which is pretty amazing. To Tommy Feely for cooking the world famous sausages. I think that Altiplay is actually making me put it into the contract that we have to have sausage guy here in order to have the build. So a lot of credit for that, for always coming out and helping us with feeding the crews. I'm gonna try to be as quick as I can. There's just so many people. A special shout out to Nathan for being our youngest committee member. Where are you, Nathan? I don't see him. Oh, he's right behind us. He's showed up at all the planning meetings and helped us right from the get-go. Thank you. Give him a round of applause. Thank you for all your help. Okay, thank you. Mike Doherty, Mike Tucker, Erin Arrigo, Alicia, Joe, Margot, for leading all the neighbors, Kerry Katuis, Mary Ahern, for Maureen. There's 3 Maureens, Maureen Testa, Maureen Sullivan, and Maureen Kidney, I'm sorry. Maureen Kidney actually is a resident of Lynn, a good friend of us, and she came and delivered all the sweets on the day. So thanks for also being part of the crew. Mr. Brown for the homemade cod cakes, for the neighbors, Delaney family, Prizzo, Twist and Shake, New Deal Deli, New England Coffee, Billy T's, Toretta's Bakery, Target, Nick's Roast Beef, Nelson Cardonia, Stop and Shop, Jimmy Carter for Carterville, and Bianco Sausages. And also to Kelly's Roast Beef for all their donations. So I know it was a long list, but everybody here deserves the credit for making their donations. So without any more, I'm going to turn this over to the next speaker, and I'd like to bring up Ward 5 Councilor John Powers. Thanks again so much.
Thank you, Al. I'm glad you did that. I possibly couldn't remember all of those names and all of those thank yous. Too often we read on social media all of the negativity against public officials in this city. But I think this park here today dispels a lot of that negativity. This park here today is here because your mayor, your city council, and your community got involved and made this happen. We started back in June with a major cleanup down here, and the mayor and the city council and all of the neighborhood was down here getting this area ready, getting it cleaned up. I remember years ago what a playground was like. It was a hot top lot beside a school that had a swing set, and if they were lucky, they had a slide. That's all changed today. Today, we're looking to bring new, young families into this city. And it's by building these parks and building our schools that's making that happen. It's going to make this city the vibrant community that was intended to be. And I remember vaguely Mayor Arrigo coming down here playing ball on that field. And I'm sure that Joseph John, and I understand John Joseph will also be coming down here to utilize the park. There's nothing better than a good educational recreation program when the child is growing up. And I know that Mike Hinojosa and his staff are working very diligently on that. So I just want to thank once again all of the people here today and the people that couldn't be here for some reason or other that came down here and worked so hard to make this happen. Thank you very much. Thank you, Mayor Arrigo.
Thank you, Councilor Powers. I'd like to bring up the co-leader of Revere on the Move, Andy Janota.
Hi everyone, good morning. I'm so grateful that we have this beautiful day and not all the rain that we built this playground in. As Elle said, my name is Andy Janata and I am co-leader of Revere on the Move. If you guys haven't heard yet, Revere on the Move is a partnership organization between the City of Revere and the Healthy Community Initiatives Office and the MGH Revere Cares Coalition. We were just incredibly blessed to be able to come out and help be funders and community organizers and to really support this playground and just make it a great playful space for the city. This just really embodies all of the mission that we have to create open, active spaces, welcoming playgrounds for all of our residents. At Revere on the Move, I don't think we ever thought that this would be our 7th playground built in the city in 2.5 years. So it's a huge accomplishment. So this playground just really embodies all the things that we value at Revere on the Move, being for kids to be able to go outside and play with their friends, to be active and just have fun. It's an incredibly important part of growing up in Revere, and this is a beautiful space to do it in. For me, this playground holds great sentiment. It was not just that I put up many of those slides in that awesome ship, but this is my last playground build in Revere, so we'll be relocating over the holidays, and this is just an awesome kind of finishing product for my time in Revere, and I appreciate all of you, and I really just want to use this as an opportunity to thank Revere and wish you well, wish you health and prosperity, and my call to action for all of you is to love this park, to love all the parks, to own them, and to continue finding ways to increase the wellness of your city with your friends and your families and your neighbors. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Andy. I'm definitely sad to see Andy moving on, but I'm excited for her as well. We started the first day of our jobs together, actually building Louis Pasteur Playground, and the two of us sort of walked in on day one saying, we don't really know how to build a playground. How are we going to do this? And, you know, I think you said we just finished
7.
Well, it's been 7 since Revere on the Move, but yeah, this is our 4th together, and we'll have another few coming up next year. So if you weren't able to join this year, you can look forward to that. I'd like to bring up now State Representative Rosalie Vincent. Thank you for always being here and always supporting our city. We really appreciate it.
Good morning, everyone. It's great to be here this morning. A little bit cold, but it's beautiful and sunny. I too want to thank everyone who participated in this beautiful new park, especially Elle Baker and Revere on the Move and Mayor Arrigo. It's a testament to our city, and I can't wait for the summer to come and for the park to be filled with children and the ballpark to see games being played here. So welcome everyone to Oak Island, and I'm very proud to be a new member of the Oak Island community. Thank you.
Thank you so much. We really appreciate that. And last and certainly not least, I'd like to have a round of applause for our Mayor, Brian Arrigo, for supporting this project from the beginning. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you. Honestly, this park holds a little bit more sentiment in my heart because of the fact that I am a son of Oak Island. So to see the kids playing here and to see the community come together and come up with a great plan for this park has been really heartwarming. Obviously, it takes a village, and the fact that it took Elle about 10 minutes to name off all the community partners that we have that made this work is a testament to the great work that I think the city's doing and the great work that each and every partner is doing. And our DPW, Recreation Department, Action Towing, there's so many, there are too many people to name specifically, but it's really been incredible. And I think the one thing that this brings me back to is I played a lot of baseball on this baseball field, and had dreams of being Mike Greenwell at the time, which, you know, probably kind of a low goal in life, I guess. But I also had dreams of being Michael Jordan on the basketball court. So, but to see the transformation of this park and to see the activity already, I know it's going to be a great asset to the neighborhood, and it really plays into the fact that we're looking to move forward. We don't have time, and we certainly we can't afford to move backwards and allow rhetoric or misinformation from anyone to stand in the way of the progress that we're making. So I want to thank everyone for being here, thank all of my colleagues, and thank everyone in the neighborhood. Really appreciate it. This is beautiful. Thank you.
Thank you, Mayor Arrigo. And thank you to Revere TV, and thank you to Al Terminello for being here as well from The Advocate. We always appreciate your support and getting out to the public what we're doing and what's going on in the city. So thank you for always being our partner and getting the message out.
3, 2, 1, hey!